Hi everyone, Lisa here from lcdesigns. Welcome to Workshop Wednesday on December 16th. If you're watching this on YouTube or the replay, be sure and hit like or subscribe to my page. Let me just check real quick if I'm on. Today I'm using my husband's phone to see. There we go. So maybe I can see your guys' comments today. Let me go back. All right, I'm not sure what I did. I'm always messing things up. But anyway, my iPad didn't charge, so I'm in the right place, and I should be able to see comments on his phone. So first of all, just a reminder, my worksheet, project sheet should be posted on my page now. It's got all the measurements for the project, so you don't have to worry about writing them down. And I just want to remind you that I still have my drawing going on right now. I have one more square to fill, and then I'm gonna I'll draw the first name for the mini cut emboss machine. And then also that if you don't get drawn this time, your names are still going to carry over and go into the next drawing. So just so you know, you're not out just because you didn't win the first time. And Linda Knight, I think she won last week. She won again for the Tidings, Celebration Tidings stamp set. So I believe I have your address, Linda. And this week it's going to be the tag buffet that if you share my video, you'll be entered into a drawing for the video. For the stamp set. But please let me know that you shared the video in the comments, because last week I had some shares, but it doesn't tell me who has shared. So unless you comment, that's the only way that I know that you've shared. So Linda, you won this week. I'll be doing a drawing next week. What is it? Next Wednesday? That's like the 23rd. So just before Christmas. Wow, Christmas has really snuck up on us this year. So we're going to get to the projects. Today's projects are, last week I was going to have usually in December, instead of my team meeting, I usually have a fun get together. And we were going to play bingo for prizes, and then I always do some projects for them to make. So today I'm going to share my projects that were going to be for them. So one of them has some new product in it, which will be available January 5th. If you don't have a demonstrator and you'd like a new catalog, just message me and let me know, and I'll get one out to you. I'm actually still waiting for those to come in, with all the postal delays and everything. I've had an order that since the 8th that's still in picking, but just having patience, and I guess that's what I'll do over the Christmas holiday is get my catalogs out. On the project sheet, I have the two items that they're highlighted here in yellow. Those are the ones that are coming out in January. So I really won't be doing cutting and all that today. The measurements are on my project sheet because of the fact that I already did, I had already prepared them for my team. So my packets are already prepared. So I can see Melanie's on high, and I see Linda was on. So hello, I can see your comments for now, but once I turn this down, hopefully I'll be able to look on my husband's phone and see your guys' comments, and this time interact with you. I tell you, slowly but surely I'm figuring this out. My iPad, I have it plugged in and it looks like it just finally charged, but I can't figure out the comments on that. So anyway, let's get started. Just don't forget, I'm trying to meet this sales goal by the end of December. And you'll be entered into the drawing for the mini cut emboss machine. And here's the little mini again. My thing always has so much glare. I've actually closed the curtains in front, but here's the mini cut emboss machine. And I don't really think that I'll be using any of those projects today because, like I said, everything's already cut. So let me figure this out. And I know I'm close. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit off. I'm going to go this way. Today we're going to start out with this one here, which is, like I said, I created these projects for my team members so that they can use in their meetings or whatever. But this is like a little box to put on it's using the coffee carrier, and it's got sanitizing wipes, sanitizing spray, masks, that they could go ahead and, put on their tables at their classes and stuff. Here in California, we're still not able to have quite a bit of in-person classes just because of COVID. So I was just starting to have mine, and we got locked down again. So let's assemble the carrier. Like I said, everything I have already prepared in these bags because I had them prepared for my team. These coffee carriers were on the clearance rack, and I believe they sold out on the very first day. So hopefully, if you have some in stock, if you have some at home, I should say, that the you can make these. And these little boxes that I'm showing you to put inside, see, I made boxes so that way everything doesn't jingle around. But you can use these for so many different things. Trying to think. My mind is like office supplies, like pencils, pencil holders, and so these are the boxes. Now, I'm like trying to figure this out myself. It's been a while since I created them. So we're going to cut these lines up. So these are already, the measurements are in there. And I just want to tell you that the measurements, before I forget, is everything was for this particular box. So if it says purple posy cardstock, that's why it's for the one. I'm using Whisper White. But the measurements are for the projects that I had already created. So, or the instructions were for what I had, that one that I already created. So we're going to cut these score lines up, and we're going to put some adhesive on these like this. Or actually, it's going to go the other way. So what we'll do is, I guess I should have burnished my lines. This is thick Whisper White that I have here. So actually, my team meeting, I had them, I got them their make and take, so they're going to be watching this video as well so that they can get the instructions on how to make their projects. So we'll put adhesive here, put this box, and on this one we can go all the way up. And I'm using Seal Plus here. You can use liquid glue, you can use tear and tape, whatever you want. And am I putting it on the right side? Yeah. There's gonna be 2 boxes. I don't know that I'll put the 2 boxes together right now just to save time. And you can make 2 boxes, one for each section in your thing. So they're gonna go in like this, and it'll hold this stuff. So on the DSP that we're gonna use to wrap this around, since I'm using the Playing with Patterns DSP, this is only 6x6, so you're gonna have to adhere 2 pieces together and then wrap it around. And I believe, let me make sure I don't get these mixed up. I have them. I have 2 for each box is what it is. Okay, so I'm learning my own stuff as we go because it's been a while. So you're going to have to adhere these together. And then you can just put a long strip. You could start it where one of these seams are. They're pretty much going to be hidden you know, in the box, so it doesn't have to be perfect. And just kind of, oops. As I say, it doesn't have to be perfect. Ah, I made it totally imperfect. Oh my gosh. Last week it was my glue dots that weren't sticking in. Now this is my Seal Plus. I wonder if it's just like the cold and you have the heaters going, and because this stuff usually sticks like cement. You can't even move it after the fact. So just put this around. Is everybody ready for Christmas? I finally did some online shopping. My stuff isn't glued very well. But, you know, with the postage delays, I think everybody might be getting stuff after Christmas. So it's a mess. But I feel for them, feel for the postal people, because people are just like so mad. And it's like, you know, UPS uses them, FedEx uses them. Even though you order through FedEx, it's still going to go, you know, not always, but sometimes it's going to go through the postal service. So what I did here, this is from the Warm Hugs set dies. So I cut out 3 of these. It's the part that normally would go around a coffee cup. And we're just going to layer that on here, glue it on, just to give it a scalloped edge. Your edges aren't going to fit perfect because it's scalloped, or it's rounded, but nobody will ever know. So glue that, and then I just lined, you can even put the glue on here instead of on this, and then I'll just overlap this one to where it lines up. And then you gotta hold these for a minute or two just to glue, and then when you pinch it at the corner, it'll help you turn it or shape it to the next one. And so just like that. And I made these boxes actually for another project. I did like a hot chocolate basket, and I put 1 coffee cup, some hot chocolate, some candy canes, some of those hot chocolate bombs or whatever. That's the rage right now. So there's so many, like I said, uses. You can use it for pencils and scissors stuff. And again, they can go in your classes if you have classes. So these we can overlap right there, and then just pinch it and hold it. And with the glue, you can move it around. This one could have gone up, but I think it already stuck. So there's that box. I'm not going to make the second one. There's no need to make the second one. But for your to decorate the box, again, this is playing with patterns, so I like this DSP. Has so many different patterns that you can use. We're just going to stick this one on here, and this this one is, I think, this one is 5/8 by 2 1/4. And I just want to mention on the DSP, like I said, this is 6 by 6 paper, so I had to stick 2 together. If it wasn't, you would do, you know, if it was a 12 by 12, you would do a 3 by 12 piece of paper. So we have a piece for each front and back. These do go together fairly quickly. The boxes are really easy. Then I'm going to use this piece here is 1 1/4 by 1 3/4 by 4 1/2. And then just put that in the center. And I already made my label. like I said, we were going to try and do everything quickly, but I didn't know what ink I like better, the black or the Coastal Cabana. Yes, this DSP would look great with the well done bundle. Yes, I miss crafting with friends as well. I was able to start having classes and then I miss. So we're just going to go ahead and stick this one on. What are hot chocolate bombs? So they're like a round circle, almost looks like a cake pop type deal thing. And it's, they have like different fillings. So they're a round circle chocolate, and then they have different fillings inside. So, you know, marshmallows, caramel, whatever. And then it's a round ball, and then you just put it inside your hot chocolate, and when the chocolate melts, all the ingredients come out. So you'll see the marshmallows come out, or the caramel, and I know a lot of people have been making them. I actually bought mine, so I didn't make them. So there's our carrier. Here's our box. So let's pretend there's 2 boxes in there, and we're going to put our sanitizer, our wipes. At my classes, I was putting this stuff, plus I was putting, see, the box just makes the stuff stay a little bit sturdier. I was already using Clorox wipes, and so Clorox wipes, and I have Lysol and everything just to make sure that everybody is safe. So here's our little sanitizer box. The only thing we need is a bow, and since I'm not using purple posy, we can just make a white bow. And then just tie it around and make a bow. I call this my little sanitizer caddy, I guess. But again, you can put office supplies, whatever. I suppose I want that tail longer. But it's pretty easy. Hopefully you guys have some of these little carriers on hand. I believe that they sold out the first day. The sale was so great. Everything was selling out. So I believe I actually ordered some, but again, my order's still in picking. So there's our little sanitizer caddy. So that's project number 1. I did have the supplies to make 2 boxes, but there's really no need to do 2 boxes and have you guys sit through it all. I know everybody's probably very busy this time of year. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this one because we're going to do some heat embossing. So this was actually something I had cased from Erica, but I wanted to put some like homemade cookies. I wasn't going to be able to give my team homemade cookies just to be safe. So they had the packages and everything, but it would be packaged cookies. So for this one, I have everything already in here again. Let me see if I remember how to make the box. This is the bag for the cookies that they would have had. I had already cut and pretty much prepped everything. The only thing I don't think I have on this that I didn't was the light pole. But this box is pretty much going to go together the exact same way as the other one. And we'll cut these up. So I'm using cherry cobbler here, and it's a 8 by 11 piece of cardstock. So instead of 8.5, we're just going to cut that 1/2 inch off, and we're going to use that 1/2 inch for the handle. Let me move this stuff aside. Is my lighting bad by any chance? Because I closed my curtains and then I can reopen them. So again, I'm using Stamp and Seal. or Seal Plus. Uh-oh. I spoke too soon. I just messed it up. Oh, it got all caught up. Let's see if I fix it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so instead of using that, we're going to go ahead and use tearing tape. That hadn't happened to me before. Like I said, why is it always when you're alive that something has to happen? Am I putting that on that? No, I'm putting it on this side. So we're going to put some tearing tape on these two ends. And I probably just stuck this down. So this will go across like this, just like last time. And then we'll pull the tearing tape off of here. And actually this, I am just having a wonderful day here. This, actually, I'm going to give this box to my next door neighbor. Oops, she might be on. She might be watching. I spoke too soon. I guess it just won't be a surprise. I won't say the other things I was going to send over to her. But, wow, I'm having a hard time with this one. All right, there we go. Tearing tape is off. That one. Let's see if we can get it off of this one. My paper's all crooked here, so I hope it doesn't look like you guys are seeing things crooked. I try to tape this down, but nothing seems to be sticking. I don't know what's going on. Like I said, maybe it's the cold and then the heat with the heaters on. Okay, so here's our box. So I always put the seams to the back, so we have the clear lines here. So with this one, we're gonna, before we adhere our pieces, let's go ahead and do the embossing. So I'm gonna use white embossing powder. I'm going to use my embossing buddy to get all the static off of there. And then I have Versamark. And this stamp set coming home, I'm going to use the snow off of it, this little snowflakes. And we're going to use Itty Bitty Green. No, Itty Bitty. No, where's Itty Bitty? I forgot Itty Bitty Christmas. But before I forget, I used on my sanitizer, this is Waterfront, and I use that. Every little kindness makes the world brighter. Just letting somebody know that you care about them, and that's why you're using sanitizer. Let me grab my Itty Bitty Christmas. Sorry about that. I swear, every time you think that you're prepared, you're not. And we're going to use From Our House to Yours. As much as I prepare, I'm not prepared. So here's the little snowflakes. And here's From Our House to Yours. So, I kind of just did everything towards the top. That way I can put our houses in snow without, hopefully, them getting in the way. So I'm using Versamark, and I'm going to put From Our House to Yours. And then the snow, I'm just putting around. I don't know if you can see it, but I can see where it's kind of going. It looks almost clear, but it is there. So I'm going to use my white embossing powder and just sprinkle it on. I've already got classes designed for January. I finally had some time to play with my new stuff, and I'm so excited. I'm not sure which one I want to offer first, but there's some cute cards. And my first two classes actually are going to be just cards, because I just liked playing with the the patterns. So I'm just going to emboss this, use my heat tool. Okay, so I'm going to let that set aside because I don't want to stick it down and put my fingers all over it while it kind of dries. Get all this embossing powder off of here. And we're going to go ahead and color our houses and our trees. And I just, on my project sheet, I just put assorted blends because you could color your houses whatever color you want. I picked out Pool, I think that's Balmy Blue, but I pulled out Pool Party this time. So this is the dark, and we'll just go around the edges. I usually don't color them with they're already cut out, so they're small. I was going to be moving. But I'm using Pool Party here. I think I pulled out Real Red, Daffodil Delight, and I forgot to pull out Crumb Cake. And Old Olive for the trees. We'll just clear these in real quick. But yeah, I just, on the project sheet, I put assorted blends because it's whatever you have. And, you know, you might want to color your house to match your house and to your neighbor's house. Make it more personal, or to whoever your recipient's going to be. But I just grabbed some blends that I had right on hand instead of going by the, well, putting anything specific on the project sheet. I think on my other one, I think I used Smoky Slate there. So we'll do a red door. I don't know where my light red is, but we'll do a red. How many of you use blends and love them? I love the blends. I used to not color in a lot. I mean, I didn't really care for all the coloring in, but I've gotten used to it, so I use them. So we'll color our windows in. This is dark Daffodil Delight I'm using. You could use light if you don't want your windows so bright. And then I didn't grab my Crumb Cake, but I'll grab those real quick. And then let's do this little window since I have the Daffodil Delight out. And I'm assuming that's a window on top there. That's how I colored mine in. Let's go ahead and do shall we do a greenhouse? Let's do a greenhouse since I have the Old Olive out. So I'm using light Old Olive right now. I think I'm using light Old Olive. Yeah, the dark's over there. And I'm not really shading these in too well, or really shading them because it's so small coloring it on this little paper. I could try and add some shading, but my fingers are too chubby to hold the paper and color at the same time. But just blend that in. I could have did a better job, but Anyway, there's that house, and let's go ahead and do the tree since I have the old olive open. I hope you guys could see this. I don't know how to, or if I zoom in, I'm gonna shake you guys all over the place. I don't have one of those fancy setups where I could just hit a button and zoom in. I wish I did. I'm still trying to figure out all this technology. When I was working, I used to use a computer every day, but now that I don't, I mean, I'm using it every day, but it's still like totally not what I was used to. Everything changes. I'm going to do a blue door just because I have the pool party out. See how that looks. Oops. This coloring is what takes a while. That's kind of a good thing I had. Let me grab the crumb cake. And here's our crumb cake. Let's color in that tree, bottom of the tree. Let's go dark here. I'll probably just color these two roofs in the same. Go here. And then with my lighter, I think I used terracotta tile on one of my other ones, on my little house on the on here. I think I used terracotta tile, and then this one is crumb cake. So we'll, I was trying to use terracotta tile to give it like a tile roof. My markers sound like they're drying out. I think I've replaced my crumb cake quite a bit already. I guess I use it quite a bit. But almost done here. Yeah, wow, this thing's really sound dried out. You guys all love the blends. That's good. Me too. They're they make me feel like I'm a professional I don't know, colorer. Is that a word? Colorer. I don't know how I use my embossing buddy, but I still got some stuff over there. So, oops. I lost my snow. So my snow is from, I use the curvy dies. So if you have the curvy dies, you can make your snow. So I put this one down flat. This one we're going to use dimensionals. And as you could tell, I forgot to grab some new dimensionals. So I'm over here using these scraps. And then, so this one's gonna, you know, it's so crazy. I'm taking these anti-hormonal pills because of the cancer. My nails have not grown. They're horrible. But they have, it's like my hair and nails, and it's not growing. It's kind of nice because, you know, you don't have to shave your legs every day. But my nails, I'm so used to my nails growing, and I didn't realize that. I think it's the pills that I'm taking. Oops. So we're just going to be adhering our houses and our tree. We'll put all kinds of, that one might be too big for the tree. I'll get the minis. And I need to cut another. Yeah, so I can't get my nails to grow anymore. I was going to polish them. I was going to polish them for you guys today, but didn't get around to it. But I could barely. That's where my take your pick tool always comes in handy. I have it right here. But I am not using it, so stick your house underneath in the snow, kinda. We'll put our other little house over here to the side. And we are gonna stick that tree in between them. And I didn't do the light pole. I don't know why I didn't do the light pole, but I thought that was so cute. It's tiny, but I guess I forgot to do the light pole. And then we're gonna put our tree in there. And then now we'll adhere this to the bag. These little things they get everywhere, don't they? I was going through my grandson's Legos yesterday and I was finding them in there. And yes, I'm still using Snail. Snail was on the clearance rack too, so of course I stocked up on some more. I wish we had the fast fuse. So we're gonna put our handle on. I'm just gonna use Snail, but I would definitely use Seal Plus. Oh, and then plus we want to, I don't have my, what did I do with my, I don't have my bone folder. So just kind of rub it, you know, go around like that just to break up the fibers a little bit. And just put your handle on there like the hot. And then you have your little treat bag. So you can put your cookies or whatever in there and give it out. There's that project. So let's move on to the third project, the wallet. I know, ouch, some of you were really looking forward to the wallet. I did this wallet a long time ago, so I just did it with, you know, the new products, and I kind of made it a little simpler. So it's, before I had like cut out a window, so it looked like a driver's license and all that. And I think I actually had another pocket here, so you could put a few gift cards. But you can put gift cards on both sides. There's 2 pockets, and then you can actually put cash. My glue, look, didn't stick at the bottom. But you can put some cash in there. My glue's all coming undone. So we're gonna make the wallet, and this this comes from the new stamp set. This is new designer series paper coming in January, and this is a new embossing folder. This is the I think called Pink Texture, but this is from the Warm Hugs, and this is I think this one's on sale. It's retiring, and I can't remember if it was on sale or not, but I'm using the dies and the stamps for this one. So let's make the wallet. Again, everything's already cut, so sorry. The measurements are on the project sheet, so you don't have to worry about that. But I use this texture to kind of look like, rough it up like a men's leather wallet, I guess. So this is gonna be basic gray, this basic gray cardstock. It's 3.5 by 9, and you're gonna score it at 4.5 or fold it in half. You're gonna round all 4 corners. Now this piece is gonna be 3/4 by 8.5, but you're only gonna round the 2 corners, so we're not gonna round the top. And these are gonna line up in the seam so that you can see you have a little border here, but you're gonna line up the seam. So we're gonna put it all the way down to the bottom though. And I'm gonna go ahead and use the liquid glue on this because we want the lines to be thin so that you could fit your money in there, your cash, your gift cards, whatever. So we'll line this one up here at the seam and then come down, and then you're gonna have that little border. And so you can actually kind of fold it now so that, you know, that's the nice thing about the liquid glue. It gives you, well, not like that. It gives you time to move and make things right. But now I got it all over. So this is our wallet. So now we're going to use these two pieces, and you're only going to round a left corner and a right corner because those are going to go on like that. These pieces are 2 1/4 by 4 1/8. So we'll use the glue. Look at that DSP in the back. This comes from a set, it's called Well Suited. Some of you that are demonstrators on here have already seen it. This was one of my favorites that I had to have because it has some suspenders in it. My daddy always wore suspenders, so it just reminded me of my dad. I can't wait to create with this one. Right now I've just, like I said, created my two classes for January. And this one I don't know if I'll do around Father's Day or what. But glue those down and hold them down for a minute or so. Just because of the glue. You want it to stick. So while we're at it, this comes from the Well Suited. We're going to put some little mini dimensionals, but we're going to cut them in half. So just get your mini, cut it in half. Let's see if my fingers will cooperate. Barely. Let me use my take your pick tool. I said I have it here, but I don't know why. Oops, I'm not using it. Since I can't pick anything up with my nails. So that's just to bump that little pocket up. You could use black dimensionals if you want. And this, we're only going to do the sides, not the top, because we're going to put a little message in this pocket. And again, I use the Itty Bitty Christmas. So let's look. See, me and liquid glue I always get glue all over me. Let that sit for a minute. So again, I used the Itty Bitty Greetings, and I used the classic label punch and punched out Christmas Cheer, and that's going to go right into the pocket so that they can get a little surprise. My paper's moving all over. Let me try and fix that. So these pieces are all from the Warm Hugs dies. So we're going to layer these all together. These, and again, this is basic black and basic gray. But you really want to make like a man's wallet. You could do black. You can do, let me use the black dimensionals on this one. You can use browns. You can use a terracotta tile to make it look like a Roman's watch. I mean, wallet. Watch. Why'd I got watch on the brain? So we'll put these on. And make sure your For You is at the top so you can see it. And then we're going to add a heart. I don't think it matters if I use black or white, but we'll just use the white since I have it. And then put the heart in the middle. And that glue, if you guys have this eraser thing, this is so nice. It'll take all this off. This is an item that we used to have. I've heard people say that you could find them at Joann's or wherever, but it'll take that glue off. So then basically you don't know it was ever there, right? So now my bone folder's not here, but burnish that so it kind of stays flat. And then we're going to use some dimensionals to put this guy on the front. Again, I forgot to grab a new pack. And, oh, Melanie, I'm glad you like the wallet. Oh, you found the glue remover at Dollar Tree, Linda? Wow, I'll have to go look. That's because you can see mine's like all gummy. I use it a lot. I make a lot of mistakes. But so we're just going to put this on right here. I don't know why. This reminds me of like a sheriff's badge, a police badge, something for some reason. Every time I look at it, that's what I think. But there's our wallet with our gift card holder. Oh, Denise, you seen it at Dollar Tree too? Looks like I'm going to make a... Oh, you too, Wendy. Wow, I'm going to have to go look. So here's our wallet. You can put cash in it. This glue's kind of glued for now, but... And then they're going to have their little message. You can put another gift card here. You can put cash. You can put another gift card. And then there's your wallet. So that made the projects a little bit easier for today since everything was pre-cut for my team. So again, if you want these make and takes, I'll send them to you. You need to order by next Monday, which I believe is the 21st. And I'll get this to you. And I will get the coffee carriers. I have some on hand right now, but I have to wait for my order from Stampin' Up. Like I said, it hasn't shipped yet, so I don't know when. But if you spend $35, yeah, I'll send you these 3 make and takes. So there's our little gift boxes, our bags, and then our sanitizer caddy. So that, you know, this is nice just to have when somebody walks in the door if they don't, or walking in or out of the door, because I don't know how many times we go and we're like, oh, I forgot my mask. So now I keep a couple in my purse, a few in my car. But, okay, you guys, I should be here next Wednesday, which I said, I think it's the 23rd. Again, if I'm not, I will do, I'll do some videos during the week. But make sure you share my video, that you tell me that you shared it so I can enter you into the drawing for this stamp set. If you're watching the replay and you're watching it on YouTube, click subscribe. And I see it, you guys are saying that you're going to make the wallet. I want you to post a picture of your wallet. You can post it either under this thread or just post it on my page. And yes, I'm still doing the drawing for the mini Stampin' Cut. So I always call it Stampin' Cut, the cut and emboss machine. Right now I have 1 square to be filled, and for the first drawing. So you guys all have a great week, and I will see you here next Wednesday, either on a pre-recorded or live. I'm just not sure what our plans are yet. Doesn't look like we're going anywhere, but you never know. But you guys all have a great week. Thank you so much for joining me, and take care. Bye-bye.